So I want to share a story about how Yah took my pacifier away. Yep, I was a grown woman and I had a pacifier. This was my pacifier. This right here. This was short, quick version of this testimony that I shared 2 years ago. I was gifted this by a Bible study sister. And praise Yah for her obedience, because I literally remember asking Yah, like, would you give me feathers? Because there's someone that I know that she will find feathers and it just reminds her of, Yah. And I'm like, would you do that for me? No, you wouldn't do that for me. Because I was reading Psalms 91, Under His Wings, and it stood out to me, like the word feathers stood out. And that Wednesday night, I was gifted this. That's the short version. And this, you're probably like, how? Well, before I even get into that, let me share what happened. I was in praise and worship, and I, depending on the depth and stuff like that, sometimes I'll get my prayer shawl and I'll wrap it around me like this, whatever. But this particular night, I'm walking to my room and I heard, don't head cover. You're using it as a crutch. I'm your covering. It took me back. I was like, oh. And it almost made me cry. But then I thought about it and I was like, you are my covering. You are he is my covering. And why this was a crutch is because this is something that I used as a thing of physical comfort. Last year in 2024, I've really dug deep into my emotions, sitting in my emotions, feeling the emotions, working through them, and trusting Him, in the process of all of that. And it was tough because I grew up like emotions, I don't want to feel. Anybody got time for that? You're allowed to cry, but suck them tears back in your eyeballs. I don't want to hear it. Like, that's just how I used to be back in the day. And, although He was walking me through the last few years of learning to feel, last year was like the big shebang of it all. And this was a comfort because when I'm wrapped, it's just like I'm under His wing. Even when I had those days where I'm just like bawling my eyes out, I would just be wrapped in my shawl, crying out to Him. And so for Him to be like, it's time to let it go. And I have childcare background, okay? I used to be a teacher. And one of the things is children have pacifiers, right? Because it's a form of self-comfort. And so it's like, although it's appropriate for a certain time in that child's life, it serves a specific purpose, but at some point in time, they need to learn, okay, you know what, let's wean this off of you. Let's wean this off of you, because regardless of how you feel, you know that I'm here. You know that, there's just so much with it. But it's like, the know that I'm here part is what Yah is letting me know, like, yes, you have this physical thing with feathers, but you don't need that to feel covered. And so it was pretty cool. It was just pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I pray that it blesses you. I don't know what you're going to get out of it, but that ain't none of my business. And I just pray that the joy of Yah is your strength in the mighty name of Yahushua HaMashiach. And I love y'all, and He does love y'all too.